DJ Weinberg, out on tour with Slipknot. I first started thinking about playing music in general the first time I ever saw Slipknot, when I was 10 years old. I don't know the words to describe it, but it made me be like, I have to do that. Somehow I'm gonna get there. Through trial and error of like, I'll pick up a guitar, and now I'm not really into that, or I pick up a bass, and not so much into it. Drums was it. It was so on when I chose to just stick with drums. And I would start taking the train up to New York and going to all these shows, when I was like 13 years old. That's what made me want to play drums. And, you just kind of keep at it. Then 10 or so years later, here I am. It's always a constant evolving inspiration thing for me. I'm always learning from the drummers around me. We're currently on tour with Lamb of God, and Chris Adler has been one of my heroes. So it's been a pleasure being on tour with guys like that. It's a real dream come true. Well, I started playing drums when I was 14, and I've never played anything other than Zildjian. Zildjian's always been like family to me. It's always been the most comfortable cymbal to play. Nothing else has really felt more like a home to me. Nothing else has sounded like a home to me. And Zildjian really has accomplished everything that I've ever needed in hard rock, metal, punk rock, and trying out different things and hitting you guys up for all these different crazy cymbals. You guys always kept up with the wildest ideas I might have, and it's always been such a great place to call home as far as being a drummer, and it's just the best. It's a really extensive setup. The ones that really stayed in the main setup that I had were always A custom crashes, just because they cut through so well. With 9 guys in a band, you need a lot to cut through. So the A custom crashes have always been a staple in my set. Same with the Master Sound hi-hats, and we've been using the Prototype hi-hats. The Prototype ride is probably my favorite cymbal I've ever played in my life. I've never heard or felt anything that's like that. It's unreal. And yeah, so working with the different effects symbols and having the main, the focus of like the A custom crashes, that's been kind of like the coolest thing, to have like the mainstay symbols and some things to kind of add little flourishes here and there. And especially with a band like Slipknot that kind of demands so much, it's nice to have a giant kit where you can just have everything at your disposal.